What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Hi everyone, I decided to share some culture shocks I've had now that I'm a South African working in a United States school and I've seen some things. So here goes. Number one,
Oh, she's a teacher.
there are couches in some classes in American schools, and I don't know if that's in other countries, but they have couches. And on those couches, kids can lay down with a laptop on their knees, like, you know, against their lap, and work while laying down. I have seen kids show up to school with socks and house slippers and pajama pants and a tank top. And I have seen kids wear hoodies over their heads and sleeping inside their hoodies in class, and just, you know, the teachers like just kind of let the others handle it, like the people like me handle the behavioral issue kids, I guess. And I've seen teenage girls with shorts so short that leaves little to the imagination, and crop tops so short that I'm like, in South Africa they would never allow that. But I mean, okay, obviously they have uniforms in South Africa, but like even for like Civies Day they would never allow it. Civies Day, sorry, America, that is days that you can wear like regular clothes. You don't have to wear a uniform. Anyways, those are the cultural differences. I actually haven't seen, someone asked me yesterday about the transgender culture. I haven't seen a single transgender kid in the school, and there's like 800 kids in the school. I am very fascinated by the fact that kids get to take walks here. Like, if you are having a day where you can't concentrate and you just need a break, you can get a hall pass to just go take a walk with someone supervising you, and you can come back and reset, which I don't disagree with. Like, why not? If it helps them concentrate more, to just go walk it off when they have too much energy. The cafeteria is pretty fascinating to me, like the stuff you see in the movies. To actually like see it up close was pretty cool, and the way it operates and how the kids sit down and they look for each other. And anyways, that's pretty cool school culture to witness. The teachers, I saw a teacher teach math barefoot. The first day I was there, he was barefoot teaching his math class, and I was like, this is interesting. But those are the school differences. Those are the school cultures that I've noticed here. Oh, and students call teachers bra. I work with 7th and 8th grade, so I guess it comes with that age. But yeah, tell me in the comments whether these are familiar in your country, wherever you're watching it from. Like, does this happen? Like in South Africa, I'm very curious. Do teenagers, is this how it is now? Like very laid back? Oh, and everything is on a laptop, like everything. Every communication between teachers and students are via email. Like the students email their assignments, everything is on a laptop, and students don't even know how to write properly anymore. It's sad because everything is here. And then when they ask to write something, they struggle. You know, it's so untidy, you can't even read it. And that's like how society is progressing, I guess. These kids are progressing to use laptops in school and not actual pen and paper here. Every child gets a laptop when they start at the school, at this middle school, and they keep that same laptop until, you know, they end middle school. And if they break it, they pay for it, you know, but it's the school's property and you're not allowed to do anything on it. Like it blocks everything else except school network stuff. So very fascinating, very interesting to witness the school culture, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. Bye, have a good day.
Yo, whoa.
This is definitely recent years, because before the pandemic, there was really, depending on where you were, we were in Texas at the time of the pandemic, and they sent home laptops. Even if we had laptops at home, which we did, they sent home laptops for every child to do their work. And of course, Texas just has a lot of money to be able to provide more resources for their children. Texas, a lot of schools in Texas don't wear uniforms. But in places like Louisiana, where we're from, everybody wearing a uniform. Children, first of all, we have rules. They can't, your shorts got to be to your knees when we was coming up in school.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know about that, but at the end, she said middle school.
I know, that's what's shocking for me. So let's just think about it, right? Let's think futuristic. We're all going into an age where electronics have really just done this big one, correct? So I can see why they would be pushing electronics for children to be on it, and we say, hey, we're going to probably get y'all in the office by the time y'all graduate.
Right.
Get y'all typing. But back in our days, we had it to where the paper would be set up to where you would have three open boxes about the paragraphs you're going to be writing, because we were writing paragraphs on top of paragraphs on top of paragraphs. Yeah. We was doing the rough drafts, and then we was doing the final drafts. Yep. And then they would send it back and say you have to rewrite it all again just in case you made any error, so they can have a perfect paper. We was them kids.
Then type.
And then type. We was them kids. We didn't go straight to the computer. We had that. That was a problem, actually, to be on the computer learning to type so efficiently.
Right. These days, they don't even teach them cursive handwriting. Ooh. Which is a culture shock for us in America.
Yeah, and all that stuff that you was mentioning as well as her is like, yeah, that's the knee with the inches above the knee. That's a rule. Okay, the hoodies, we all did that. Certain things, you know.
Listen, now it wasn't in the middle of the lesson. It was, I did all my work. You have nothing else for me to do. I'm about to take this nap.
Ducked off.
Okay, because first of all, we waking up super early to go to school. Going to school at 6 o'clock. Well, school starting at 7:25. I don't know how I remember that time. School starting at 7:25. Getting out. I think high school you got out at 2. I don't remember.
2:30 around that time. 3 o'clock.
Remember that's early.
I mean, yeah.
That's early. So I'm taking a nap.
Okay. Well, you got that. You know, the extracurricular periods after school too. So if you wasn't in any of that, then you out of school doing what you want. You know what I'm saying? Sports, you gotta be at school still. Computer science, you put in the group. A teacher would know the transition. A real teacher would know the transition between how things was and how it is now. So that's interesting to hear. Yeah.
Now, the last thing I want to comment on about this, I do agree with children being able to get out of their desks, to be comfortable and take a walk if they need to, because not every child can sit down for 8 hours. Okay, especially elementary school. Sit down for 8 hours and just do their lessons.
And call themselves locking in.
And doing well and performing well.
Yeah.
Okay? 100%. So, yes, let them children get comfortable if they're going to be there all day.
Ooh. Neck. It's cold. So let me explain. I know a lot of people have also said, is it as cold in America or is it colder? Because y'all see, it snows. It snows. What I've realized is that you guys are cold. I won't say colder, but it feels cold because there's no central heating. There's no like
I was talking about South Africa.
Spaces that you can go into where it's just warm. Like you go into buildings, it's warm. They're going to have heat on. You got it. It's like they have coat check. You go put your coat over there because, or whatever, like, or you take it off if you're shopping. Like you just feel warmer. In Vegas, it gets really cold. You go in the casino, it's warm. It's like heat wave. I won't say heat wave because they have the air conditioning, but it's content. You're like warm, you know, you don't sit around cold. So unless you go to like the East Coast where it is freezing, it is snowing. I lived in New York.
Okay, that was it.
One thing that I have been struggling so.
Okay, so everywhere that we went in South Africa, they had central air and heat. Everywhere. Now I do know that some places don't have it, but we were in South Africa at the very beginning of y'all winter. Y'all was commenting on our videos, y'all need jackets. I can't believe the kids don't have jackets. We looking at y'all with these trench coats, and we like, this is some cool fall weather.
Yeah, y'all look good in that little fall uniform.
It felt good.
Yeah.
It was not cold to us.
At all. No.
Like, it got to the point where they kept talking about these freezes that was going to happen. And we started wearing jackets, and we're hot.
Yeah.
Having to take the jacket off because it was not cold to us. So.
But that was the only thing though.
Much with unlearning as a South African living in America is the fact that not everyone is out there to get you. You know, being born and raised in South Africa, you just know that you cannot announce certain things because there's people out there lurking. There's like the village pilots, you know.
Yeah, they lurking.
And they're very strong, and they somehow don't use the power that they have to elevate themselves, but they use it to bring other people down. So it scares me to announce anything that's great that happens in my life. Like I just cannot. I'm not allowed to, basically, because chances are that might be taken away from me. And I was seeing this girl that I've been following for a while on Instagram. She recently posted like this big announcement that she's pregnant. It was beautiful. Everyone was showering her with love. We were just there like, oh my God, yes. And I was like, I could never. Like I could never do that. Not because I don't want to, but because I don't have that privilege to post things like that. You know, I would love to. I would love to take everyone on the journey when I'm pregnant. Just be like, oh my God, today this happened. Today I was craving this. Oh my God, my husband did this for me in my beginning. I cannot do that though, because I am African. At the end of the day, yes, I'm living in America, but at the end of the day, I am African. And I don't want to say African as in like everyone in Africa does this, but in South Africa, it's a thing. And if you are from South Africa, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So it makes me sad. It makes me sad that I just have to keep certain things to myself. Like pregnancy, if I get pregnant, I have to, a whole 9 months, I have to hide my belly. I have to, all of that. I have to make sure that I take a lot of pictures before my belly starts showing too. And then the only time I can announce my baby is when he or she is born. And so it's something that I would love to unlearn, but at the same time, like, I don't have that privilege to unlearn that. I have to keep it in my life, keep it at the back of my mind every time I want to announce something. And it sucks to live like that. It really does suck to live like that. But what else can we do? That's all, though. As you were.
Bro.
Okay.
Well, at least she did admit that she would like to unlearn that mentality, which is tough. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what your situation or your highlighted moment is of your life, not everyone is there to applaud that. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to take that from you. Some people don't want to see it be you that's being celebrated. But that's just a reality of life to a split decision. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not everybody's going to hate you for being great. So I think when she figured out that she could be comfortable in being, I guess, happy with whatever she got going on, then them times is going to start to, be on her side more.
Right. I mean, I understand why. I have had this conversation privately with some South African women, because it was some things that I was saying online, and they were like, I just love your confidence and things like that. And it goes into some private things, so I don't really want to touch on it. But I just want to let them know that I understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
And it's hard to like, if we were there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we are so American, where we want to share things that's happy, like something that we're about to share now. Like, we want to share these things as a source of inspiration for other people, right? Especially us as content creators. Every journey that we go through, people want to know. But at the same time, y'all know we are very private people. We have a lot of moments where we just go ghost on our family channel because we're living in the moment. We're not living for the camera, but we'll share things along the way. But it's important for people to see that something is possible.
Right,
especially when they can relate to you in a way.
Well, sometimes it's backwards here, though. Because before they can relate to your success, they got to understand how hard was it really.
Exactly.
Because if all you showing is the glam, if all you showing is the goodness of your story, why should we believe that it wasn't given to you?
Right.
Because sometimes people are not like you because they think, because how you made it look. You made it look easy.
Big dog.
You made it look easy. Sis, they don't believe your story. But when you tell them your struggle story, then they sit back and be like, oh, snap. And you got receipts? Oh, now they have a reason to say, you know what? I believe your foundation is solid.
Right.
And it's kind of backwards, but that's just a tricky thing. It's tricky. Right.
Now, being where we're from, we can understand, don't announce things. People out there lurking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You don't want to get robbed. You don't want to get,
followed.
Exactly,
scam.
all of these things.
Anything.
But protection, and having no fear. Don't be naive, but have no fear.
Have discernment. But to be confident too at the same time. You hear me? So there's a lot of things, and that's a lot in that little pot that you can pick up from. And I think what she said was very important: relearning and unlearning.
Right.
And I think what's important is also surrounding yourself around the right people.
Right.
That's
Taking yourself out of the environments that restricts you.
That's it. Yep.
Like, I went to America, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I came back. I saw the difference, and I saw what the youth in America is, and I saw what the youth in South Africa is. I was like, bro, this is the same thing. And also, like, with what's happening in the world, you can start seeing that, like, people are actually paying attention more to Africa.
Yes.
A lot of people are coming to Cape Town. Everybody discovering, like, yo, we actually don't live in a zoo.
Yes.
We actually have Lamborghinis here. We have beaches. Because people in America don't even think Africa has beaches,
As
bro.
bitches, yeah, I know. I got that one. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of things. So now that I have, like, oh, we actually having a good time. We're having a good life. They want to know what's going on.
Now they want to be part of that shit.
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? So bro, it's gonna get to a point where, like, everybody's like out here, like everybody's full on lit. Like, all the Americans gonna be looking up to us. Like, we say this is the way, everyone's gonna follow.
Bro, we literally just spoke about this, and I'm gonna say it a little deeper. Africa was gatekept from us because they made it look like it was bad. It was poor. And then when you look at the history, you see where everything was being bought. You see where everything was being, I guess you could say they were centering certain locations for themselves. Mm-hmm. They was hovering over here. That's where the money was. This is where the luxury was looking. So they was, capitalizing off of it. And the whole time we looking at it from a media standpoint, it's like, who want to go there? People are hungry. They ain't got nothing over there. But it wasn't the truth. It was a lie. And then
brainwashed.
In today's times, like he was mentioning, everybody want to pull up because the veil is being lifted, and you can really start to see the beauty it has to offer. Mm-hmm. And it's not nothing new. It's been there, y'all.
Been there.
That's all.
That's so crazy.
Crazy.
Like the videos that we were posting, so many people was like, Africa look like the Africa continent. Looks like that. And we're like, yeah.
Just a piece though.
Just a small piece, just one country. It's our first country. First country, okay? But yeah, I agree with what he said.
Yeah, solid. 100%.
Let's talk about some culture shocks I experienced as a South African moving to the United States. Well, the first thing is seeing the USA flags on everyone's front porch, their room, against the wall, everywhere.
Look,
For example,
she got snips.
The second thing is definitely how the money looks. Our money in South Africa is different colors, kind of like Monopoly money. So the 100 Rand bill is blue, the 51 is red, where in the States I feel like all the bills are the exact same. And why do they also have a $1 bill, like paper? If it's that small amount, it should be a coin, in my opinion. Another one is that tax is not included on the price tag at all. Like, you see the price, and then when you go and pay, it's more. They don't include it on the price tag. My biggest shock was definitely the first time I went to a restaurant when I paid for my food and they walked away with my credit card. I did not know what was happening. So basically, when you're done eating and you get your bill or the amount of money that you have to pay, your slip, then you give them your card, they leave, and then they come back and then you write down the tip. So that in South Africa, they come to you, they have a machine, you put the card in the machine, you count the tip in, they don't leave with your card. Like, that was so scary to me. The last one I want to talk about is small talk. I've been in so many situations where someone walks past me here in the States and go like, hey, how are you doing today? And then they just keep walking. Then I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. And then it's like, okay, bye. I don't know. It's just sometimes people here ask you how you are, and then they just keep walking. Kind of like they just go. So, yeah.
Nah, that's 100%, y'all. We're gonna stop right there. I just stopped asking people how's their day going, and I start asking them, how are you feeling today? Mm-hmm. I just think that kind of centers them more into a real answer compared to a loaded question. Because their whole day is going crazy, probably, for real. Like, think about it. Probably got a crazy phone call, probably stubbed their toe on something. Probably had to skip breakfast because they had to rush to work. You know, there's a lot of stuff. So I start asking people, how you feeling?
Yeah. I want to comment on the card.
I got something to say
Okay.
about the card too.
So I do like the South African way, but I am gonna say that here within the recent years, they have been installing these credit card machines at the table, and they even have like little games on it that you can play. So I think they get hit to
that's
other
fine.
places. I think it's changing. I
That's
like the
fine.
change. Okay.
Yeah. And what about the taxes? Not
don't
knowing
see
how
that
much
never
the
going nowhere.
taxes is going to hit you for after you didn't swipe the card. That was one location, a grocery store where they was tax free. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, we like that one. Winco.
Yeah, it's a huge store. You go up in there, you start shopping everything, and once you get what you got to get, you good.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about no extra payments.
I think because we're just so used to it, like from babies, we just know. Make sure you have a little extra.
Yeah, that's
For
that,
taxes.
That's that ping and bake mentality. Crazy.
All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe and see you soon.
Peace.